Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jackson to Fiora top. The Phaser saga continues because I feel like this keystone is really good into this matchup too. Level 1, what we want to do is try to auto-attack minions as much as we can to secure the push. If Fiora Q tries to Q us, then we want to block the Q with the E and then go for an E trade off that. Now if we have to take some harass to secure the wave push, that's fine, because she's going to have a really hard time trading positively into us if we have a minion lead, right? Once we have a minion lead, once we have the level 2 lead, then we have full lane prio and then we're in a good spot. So there we go for another E trade there. Now, we've pushed the wave pretty hard, so now we want to go for a 2-wave crash. So we just grab the minions here, and then after we get this crash, we're going to go into their jungle and put a ward down there, because we don't have anything to do, right? Like, the wave has crashed into her tower, it's not like we can harass her under tower, really, right? So we look for something to do, and I really like getting that ward between the blue and the grump in the enemy's jungle. It gives you so much information on their jungler. So here, we're looking to get that cannon. We're going to go for a trade on her as this cannon drops low to try to secure it with the E. Unfortunately, we mistimed the E and we don't actually get the cannon. But yeah, at level 3, what you want to do is basically jump onto the Fiora, Q auto W with the E running, and then you want to try to mix up your E timings to avoid her blocking your E with her W. Either you do your E late or early. And when you're about to E her, when you're about to release your E, make sure to sidestep her if she has her W up, because even that way, even if she W's your E, you can at least hopefully dodge her W, so that if her W blocks your E, you don't get stunned and take a really bad trade in return, right? So there we go for another trade. She W's us, but the phase rush just ignores it. And now we've crashed the wave here. Now we can go into their jungle, and Fiora can't really respond unless she wants to lose a bunch of minions. So we can go invade their jungler with our jungler, right? Now Fiora is responding, and she's losing minions every second that this is going on, right? Ahri's here first, but Lux collapses on Ahri from behind, so we push onto the Ahri and go for the kill, and she actually does manage to go down. Maybe Viego lands the Ahri charm here? He doesn't, so we just take the blue buff and recall here. Now, I should actually TP here, but I thought that I would be able to greed my TP, but I didn't realize that Fiora would push the wave that hard. If I knew that she was going to manage to get the wave in and take a plate like that, I would have TP'd, because that was just a miscalculation by me. So now we slow push the wave back. Notice how I went Sheen, by the way. Usually I'll go double longsword, but versus Fiora, Sheen is just... I prefer Sheen in this matchup versus double longsword because the trades just play out that way. So now that we're level 6, the matchup changes a bit. Once Fiora hits 6, the matchup changes a bit. Because once Fiora is level 6, she out-owns you really hard. If you're ever next to her without your E or your Q, she can just press R on you and then either outright kill you or chunk you out so much that you have to recall. So we crash the wave here and now we recall. So the nice thing about Fiora, laning versus Fiora, is that her wave clear is really bad, right? So because she had to push out that big wave, and now there's a cannon wave as well, she can't actually crash the wave before we get here, so now we can look to force a freeze on her. Now, what happened here was I wanted to go for an E trade on her, and then when my E was running, I realized, oh, I actually don't know where Rek'Sai is. So then I got cold feet and freaking decided to not, because if Rek'Sai was there waiting for me, and I jump in on her and die, I lose that whole wave, I obviously, die, which is not great, and Fiora will probably take 2 plates, right? And that is a lane losing right there, because whoever gets a lead in this lane, it's really bad for the other one. So you see, this is the power of phase rush, right? We go for a quick trade on her, and then, like I said, usually you can't, if you're next to her without your Q and your E, she can just all-in you and kill you. So you can't really jump on her with your Q and your E, because then she can W you, and even if just the slow lands, then she just all-ins you with the ultimate, right? But with Phase Rush, it lets us just go for the trade, go for the quick trade, and then disengage for free. And there's not really much she can do about it. That's why I really like Phase Rush in this matchup. See, she lands the W there, but I can just walk back in and land the E anyway, because the slow resistance from the Phase Rush is just so good. So, we recall here. We TP back, because now that we TP back here, we have an item lead on this Fiora. She's chunked out, and we can force a freeze on her here. If we didn't TP there, she would have been able to crash this wave and recall freely. So we just used our TP to punish her really hard here. Like I said, whoever gets the lead in this matchup, it becomes really hard for the other champion to play, right? So you should prioritize trying to get a lead if you're up against a Fiora. Or get a lead in the 1v1, I suppose I should specify. So Viego was doing some stuff in their jungle. Fiora is now trying to kill our Viego. We ward hop over to see if we can help. Flash to secure the stun. Auto W. And then we jump on a Q, auto W, and finish her off. Now we can... Viego drops the Herald for us. We can take the tower here. And chunk this tower out before we have to leave, because Ahri comes to stop our back. Or our taking of the tower. And Fiora is here for some reason, right? She must have TP'd behind us. So she lands the W, but we just phase rush through it. We were dead there without the phase rush, by the way. That W would have let her keep up with us, and then she would have kept queuing onto us to keep up with us and kill us. Phase rush saving our life there. We're just too fast for her. Here, we see an opening to go for the Fiora here. She lands the W. Oh, slow, but we can just, phase rush through it. And just keep walking with her. Every time W's up, we use it, and then we just Q and finish her off. Again, we run her down because of phase rush. We're just too fast for her. If we didn't have phase rush there, she probably gets away. So shove this wave in here. And now we can recall. So now Fiora starts freezing the wave here, right? We go down here to help the dragon. And Fiora starts freezing the wave. And that's fine. If she wants to freeze the wave mid-game, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover here bot lane, just out of vision, looking for a play, right? I don't want her to see me, because then she's going to start pushing the wave, right? I'm going to hover out of vision until I actually go for the play, right? And here it is, right? Here I'm going for the play now. So we go, we take out the Pyke, land the double stun, double ult, and finish them off. And we just hop onto the Milio and leave. And now Fiora's pushing the wave because she sold me bot lane, right? But now it's too late. I've killed their bot lane. And now, we can just TP top lane, and to deny her any advantage she might get from the tower, or anything, right? So now we just shove the wave out here, and now we could push for that tower, but Fiora was coming to stop us, probably, right? So what we can do instead is use the tempo we get from pushing the wave to go make a mid play, and take the mid tower. Now we try to jump on the Rex side there, she just hops away. She just tunnels away. We get the Herald, and now we want to push out top lane again. Ask my team to go cover the Fiora, because I want a chance to push out this wave, so that I can recall and go down to Dragon. Because I don't have TP, right? So I won't be able to be at the Dragon unless I walk down right now. Which I do. Team's making a play down there somewhere. I'm just here to hover, and team's applying pressure, right? So that means I can just push mid here. Apply pressure mid, take the tower there. Someone comes to stop me, so then I rotate back to the bot play here and see if maybe I can get this Rek'Sai. Unfortunately, I eat the whole world CC here and get chunked out a bit. That's fine, we just leave. So I start recalling here, but I cancel my recall just to make sure that Lux can get the wave in, just to cover her so that Lux can get the wave in. Pyke face checks me. And I mess up there. Pyke pulls me towards the Lux when I could have moved better to not allow that to happen. But it's fine, we still secure the kill. So Pyke's still dead, so we can take Dragon for free here, and then we can start pushing bot lane to be on the opposite side of Baron, right? Leverage our TP. We don't know where their team is, but that's okay. We're going to aggress here and take this free tower. And then start to back out. And there's Rek'Sai, right? Now we get knocked up. Fiora ults us, so we're dead here. There's no way we get away. So we try for the Pyke. We go down, but Lux manages to get the Pyke. The reason why it's okay for us to overextend there, even if we don't know where the enemy team is because if they come and gank us, right, we get Baron for free. And yes, we gave them 650 gold for dying there, but we got the second tier tower, which was guaranteed, and we get the Baron, which is guaranteed, right? And then we get the Pyke as an extra bonus on top. So it's still super worth for us. So now I want to shove this wave out here. And then I want to go top lane to split push there, because the next objective that's up is going to be Dragon. My team's pushing mid here, so I can TP to them if I need to. But what I'm doing right now is pushing this lane here so that we have another wave to work with, right? So that we have the option to push this tower if we want to. So here we are, we take this tower here. Fiora is pulling our wave there, but we managed to chase her off. Ahri lands a charm on me. Viego gets stunned under tower, so I decided to go on the Fiora here. But then I realized that I'm trolling, so I flash out with running away with phase rush. And Pyke misses his ultimate on us because of the phase rush movement speed, actually. So I decided that I want to recall here. But then I see that the Rek'Sai is engaging on us, so I have my counter-strike. I can avoid the damage if I need to, even though I'm so low on health. And we have to kill the Kai'Sa before our E wears off, otherwise we will die. And then Lux manages to get the Ahri there as well. So because so many of them died, I can take that opening to push the top wave there. And now we're going straight down to bot lane to secure the dragon. There we go, dragon secured. So now we're all going to start pushing bot lane here, because top and mid inhib are taken, right? So the only lane that's not going to be pushing by itself is bot lane, so we're just going to pressure here. We managed to get the Kai'Sa, Lux manages to get the Kai'Sa. And we're going to keep pressuring here, look for an opening, and my team finds one down there while I'm clearing waves mid. And yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.